project update. Hell, I forgot to turn this light on. So this thing cleaned up pretty good. There's a little corrosion right there. But the top pieces, the lenses and this turned out pretty good. This, with a little bit of rubbing compound, kind of brought back the color. And it looks kind of original. I might take one of these just for a little touch-up paint to Home Depot and see if they can match me a little bit of... Where's my little black paint? Oh, shit, son of a bitch, ran into that damn... So this is what I put on the back of the that light, and it turned out pretty good. So I might use the rest of that for the back of this other project that I started. But anyway, man, this... I think I'm just gonna have to cut this. I got all the wires disconnected, and they've all got nice connectors. So I'm pretty sure I'll just spray some contact cleaner, maybe hit it with a little bit of sandpaper, but they look pretty good. So I think these are gonna work out okay. This thing, trying to save, and I don't know what you call these, those little things sticking out. I've heard them called male connector. You can't find them anywhere. You notice on the first one here on the left, it's got 3, so I can hook one power or one neutral and hook all the neutrals to it, which is kind of nice. And I'm trying to get those screws off, but I've tried everything. Brush it with a wire brush, soaked it overnight, some good I'm trying to... Right now it's soaked all night in vinegar, thinking that would help do away with it. I've put some of this Deep Creep, which is pretty good. It didn't loosen it. I put some of this ACF 50. It didn't loosen it. Tried a little heat. I can't get anything to get those screws out. I really want to save those little prongs because I can't find them. And when I had the anti-rust stuff out, what was I doing? I put some of this anti-rust corrosion stuff on it, and when I had it out, I put some on this little vise that I've been meaning to clean up. And you notice it turned it black where it sat, and I haven't really hit it with any type of sandpaper or steel wool yet. But that comes in handy if I need like a little hammer or something on it. I found it at some garage sale for $1 or $2. It's pretty cool. So I picked it up, but it was kind of rusty. And so I just painted the whole thing with that anti-rust. And so everywhere you see black, it's turned the rust into some sort of coating. I wasn't gonna paint that, I just wanted to stop the rust on it. And I still haven't got the that going on yet. This light up here, somebody said that the LEDs make the lights look funny. I don't think the lights look that funny when it's on. I've got a little switch coming for this, which is to where I can plug it in, and then it'll have a little switch on this so I can turn it on and off. Maybe the bulbs look kind of, I mean, you got to figure I've got lights on in here. Maybe that's why it's got a couple packages I haven't opened yet. Turn the lights off here. So this camera makes those lights look worse than they look in person. For some reason, they look better in person. That's all I can say. So, and I didn't put the controller in that one. If I can get this one rewired, I might put the controller in this one. Somebody asked me what the controller was. Here it is. That's what I got. And I showed a picture. I ordered it on Amazon. And I'm sure you can figure out where it comes from or whatever. But I just kind of open it up real quick to see what it looks like. It's still in plastic, so I'm just leaving it in a spot to where I know where it's at so I can get it. I was practicing my knife throwing skills. That bag flew away. But anyway, we'll see how this vinegar works, and then I'll move to the lenses came out. The one thing I did notice is these are glass. This one's plastic. So I didn't notice that. Didn't know it when I bought it. It still looks pretty much the same. I mean, I don't think you can tell whether that's glass or plastic. I don't know whether the color will be different. Let's hold this up to a light and see. So that's the plastic lens. Let's hold a glass lens up. And this is a glass lens. Maybe I should hold them up together. I'll end up dropping it and have to get more plastic now. So can you tell the difference between the plastic and the glass? I can definitely tell in the weight. I got these kind of cleaned up pretty good. I use that 303 stuff. That seems to work pretty good on hoses, your water hoses. It keeps them flexible. So I put it on anything rubber that I want to like bring back the flexibility and life to it. And it seems to work. These were pretty bad. And now the other project I'm working on is, flag's flying nice today. It's a little bit nippy. I can't paint this right now. So I got this tailgate and I'm gonna make a bench out of it. I've been looking for one of these for a while, and I haven't been able to find one because they want way too much money. I want $400 or $600 for them. And I found this one on Craigslist for $150, and it was in Fort Worth. Nice guy. He works for the Department of Corrections. We ended up talking and bullshitting. So that's the front of it, and I don't know if the sun's kind of fading that out. It's got a couple dents in it, but this is going to be the backing of the bench. I taped it off because I'm trying to figure out, there's a whole bunch of, you can see the rust, and if I move it up and down, you can hear it kind of like rusting on the inside. So I'm going to paint the back, and I didn't know if I was going to do red. I think I was going to do that black. I'll put black and then just paint the letters white on the back of the bench. And then the front, I don't know if I'm going to leave it like it is, or should I I was thinking of what's that cranberry? What's that red apple they used to dip at apples? Candy apple red. I was gonna do a bright candy apple red, then paint the letters white. And the bench will be over here. Birdies are coming back to raise Caden. Horses were out here eating earlier. Oh, there they are. So this little wrought iron bitch is what I'm going to do. I'm going to get rid of these cheap little wood slats. And I'm going to paint this. And then these two will be the rails. So the backing of this will be that tailgate. And then I'm going to get a couple of 2x6s or something. I don't know what kind of wood I'm going to use for down here. I might do it if you watched my video where I made my horse stand. I kind of beveled the edges of the wood and made it to where they set, and they were like 1/4 inches. I don't know if I'll do that or not. I'd rather just have 2 large pieces of wood that I can kind of level out and get them flat there and make a little bench. So this will be my bench project. Hell, this one's fading out in the sun. I put water locks on here, and then I put water locks marine. I mean, it still looks pretty good. It's still beating off water. But, you know, this faces the south sun in Texas. So, south sun in Texas don't play around. So, those are the ongoing little projects. And y'all put your suggestions in the comments on that bench. Some people just said, leave it old and kind of trash like this. Because it's, you know, I don't even know if this is the original color. It almost looks, was it a blue and a red on the original color? Was it blue before and somebody painted it red? Because the letters look white, red, and blue. And the handle's kind of cool. This is the old school handle, how the old trucks used to open. So it flips up like that. So I don't know, I'm losing my paint in this damn wind. See, I want to wait till it's at least 50 degrees before I paint it out here. And again, I've got some red spray paint, that crayon, whatever it is. I've got to sit in the oven right now because it was so cold in the garage. I warmed the oven up and just stuck it in there so it'll warm up. So I might put a little coat of that on there before I paint the black. But I figured the black would be black, and then if the front, I could leave it red. Oh, with my lights on. Maybe if I don't get it at an angle, it'll look better. You guys can see the better colors. See, those bulbs on this camera show out really defined, but when I'm looking at it, it's not that defined. Let me put 2. Somebody said also this is blue versus green. Looks blue now, but when you get it up there, I don't know what it looks like. Hell, maybe looks kind of like a blue-green, aqua green. Oh, yeah. And the guy that, that sold me, I think his name was Matt. He said, hey, I had this sticking around if you want to put it on the front. They used to make a Ford 100. Twin I-beam. Where in the hell this was. If anybody knows the year, or I'm sure somebody had this truck. It's broken right here. But I could mount that on the front of that. It's the old Ford 100. They don't make it anymore. I don't know when they stopped making it or how many they made. But everybody's so used to the 150. A lot of you probably don't even know they made a 100 back in the day. So, all right. So those are the projects. See how this damn vinegar's working? And then I'll get rid of this cord. I ordered me a little more flexible cord. So that should be coming in. And the little switch so I can plug it in. You know what I really want? Somebody tell me how to fix this. If somebody makes this, you're going to make a mint. I want to be able to buy a freaking light switch like this that I can plug something into. And then I'll have a light. Oh, shit. I forgot my... shit, I didn't know if anything was hooked up for that. So I want a switch that I can plug into, and then this becomes my switch for that light. Now, they sell the little ones. The one I ordered is a little bitty square thing. It's got one plug in, and then it's got a little toggle on top. But I want a light switch that I can plug something into, and then that becomes a switch. And I guess I could try and reverse a plug, put a male plug, and then screw it in there, and then wire it so when I plug it in, it would do it. And I may work on that. That might be another project. But if somebody made one of those that was kind of nice and easy, you know, because I end up using these for my light switches. So I plug this in here for this light, and then when I want to turn on the light, I just turn on my strip. And that's about the only way I can get a good switch on my light so I don't have to unplug and plug all the time. Well, they make a little square thing with a little toggle on top. I'll try to slide in a picture. And I ordered a couple of those, but I'd really like a regular light switch with a plug. And, you know, I got all my electrical crap over here. All my electricians will be like, you shouldn't keep that wire with this wire because it'll start. Man, electricians are kind of like horse people, man. They get really kind of finicky. Oh, so see, I have this light plugged into this strip. So I have to use these power strips for a light switch. But, so I mean, I got boxes and old light switches. And I guess I could punch one. See, I just don't know how I'm going to get a male prong. Maybe cut off a, and then I got to have room to wire this in here and have the male plug in. I would like it coming out the back so I could just plug this in. And then I need a male coming out the back. And then I need a female so I can plug in my light. So I guess you would need a male and female on a box with a switch. Wouldn't that be nice to be able to buy a little box like that already set up that all I got to do is plug it in and then plug in my item, and now I have a regular light switch on my freaking item? Look, I just gave somebody $1 million idea. If you get rich on it, throw me a bone. So you can tell I traded out a lot of my lights for those lights with a, here's one that I just pulled the whole box. Maybe I'll use this one. This will be my prototype. Somebody's out there trying to patent that shit. So see, I have this that I pulled off my extension cord for wiring that other red light. This is what I pulled off. It was an extension cord. I snapped this off, cut the wire, and then made that my plug for that other light job. What the hell else I got in here? I got wire and zip ties. Dude, I was looking all over for these. I just bought these, and I got to put these out so I can put them where I know I can find them. What else I got in here? You guys are like, what's always in there? I don't know what the hell's in there. Damn, I just bought some of that tube. On the other light, the wires were kind of like bending around, so I put some of this black tube in there to clean up the inside. I didn't show you that. Maybe I'll show you on the new one. And then I got plenty of boxes. I mean, I could make a big box like this that plugged in, because then I could put a male and female. Hell, I could make this for a back and then just cut a hole for the male and then put a female. Man, I was going to make me an extension cord for my, these damn things are expensive too. I needed to make a male-male extension cord so I could plug my pump into my generator if the power went out. And instead, I wired the pump to where I have a cord in the pump now to where I can plug it right in. So now I ended up with these two freaking $50 things that I never took back. What the hell else I got in here? Gotta be careful and open shit online. People be like, dude, you got porn. I ain't got no damn porn. In here, I got some rags, extension cord, some wax. These are the old caps off my horse trailer. I moved the horse stand over here because I got tired of it being over there, and I didn't have. I'll tell you, these hooks are a freaking lifesaver. If you got any type of barn with places to hang, these little hooks I use them for everything. I mean, they just hook on a lip. They're made to hook over a 2x4. So the 2x4 goes there. But as long as you got a lip, they hang freaking everything. And if you notice, I've got all kind of things hung on those hooks. And that really gives me a lot of hanging space. All my stuff hanging from the ceiling are on those hooks. All these things. I use smaller hooks on there because I didn't need it. But that's a hook. That's a hook. These two water jugs are on hooks. This extra hose that I need to throw away that I'm never going to use, but I didn't want to throw it away in case I used it. Extension cords on a hook. So those hooks are just, like I said, I keep them around. I need to order some more because I'm running out. I usually have like 10 stacked up here. So when I need one, I can just pull it off, hook it where I need it, and then I have a good strong hook. And I was going to try and use that for the barn. Good boy, buddy, drink some water. I just filled that up. Hi, buddy boy. Say hi to YouTubies. Like, whatever, dude. You already gave me hay. I don't talk to you after that. Put in that little shelf the other day. Oh, there's a couple hooks. I forgot. See, I used them here just in case I need to hang something. But I had to put that little shelf because this was kind of like wasted space. And this was always crowded, and I was always knocking around when I was turning on a light or turning off the light. And then that's a little hammer holder that I use for my flashlights. That comes in handy. What else the hell I got in here? Shit. All right. So now that y'all know all my business in my garage, I was trying to keep all this shit secret. Now you know. And I got this a long time ago at some garage sale. A whole spool of this. And this is actually what I used to hang that light there. I just cut those and tied some knots and made my little loops and hooks. And that's how I hung that light. So let's see what this vinegar's done while we've been yapping. Not too damn much. Man, I really want to get those little prongs off because they make it so easy to hook on. But I cannot get a screwdriver. Again, wire brush, I've scraped the grooves. I cannot get a screwdriver, even in a screw, much less trying to turn it. I know somebody's going to tell me, get a reverse drill, tap, automatic on reverse. And look, I don't want to go spend $45 on tools to get a freaking screw out. And I'm going to end up trashing that anyway. I don't really give a shit because I've already got another bus barn. I've got a couple ordered, but I just need those little male prongs that I can't figure out what they're called. Some people said they're spades. Some people said they're a lug. I looked bus bar, lug, terminal bar. They call this a terminal strip, a terminal bar, a terminal bus. So it's got all kind of different names. You know, it kind of looks like maybe that vinegar did remove a little bit. So maybe leaving this in here all day, I will be able to do something with that. These are little hooks that were on there, which is kind of simple. These are the ones that I had on the other one were they made a T right here. And so they slid down. They were a little bit more secure, but these screws and clamps are okay. I know I was missing some. Wiped it down. I'm going to use one of these for a ground, even though it's aluminum. I'm going to ground, hell, I don't even know if this has a ground wire. It does. It did have a ground wire on this end. I don't know what the hell happened to it on this end. Anybody see? Oh, there it is. He used the white and black and he left the red. I guess the red was the ground, and he just left that open. I would have probably just put a screw in one of these and connected it. Is what I'm going to do with mine. I tried that also on the, I was spinning that on the screws, trying to clean them up. Didn't do nothing but wear down my brush. So that rust on there is pretty good. This one cleaned up pretty good. The others, I couldn't get some of that off. I put some aluminum polish on it. And hell, that's it. Shit, let me end this. I'm at 20 minutes. All right, well, in that there, see if my paint's done in the oven warming up. I'm going to go stick this in the oven with it. It's not cooking. I only turned it on for enough to raise the temperature in there so I can set it in there because it's only 68 in the house and it'll take longer for it. But so, you know, I raised it. I didn't do a temperature on it, but I figure it's probably, I don't know, maybe 80 or 90 degrees in there. And that way this will heat up a little bit quicker and I can paint it. I don't know if this is going to be enough to do that back tailgate. But I used one of my Rust-Oleum reds. I think I have this color Rust-Oleum. See, you can barely hear the ball because it doesn't shake up. I mean, I guess I could paint it any color underneath. It's just the final color. Hell, I got this can. This worked pretty good on a fence post. It made it a nice metallic. I don't know if I want to do that for the back of it, though. I think I'm just going to go black and white on the back. I mean, I could go black and yellow, but that's not really four colors. But if I can get that black right there, which is this stuff, and then some white, I should be good to go. All right. And then maybe I'll take this to Home Depot and see if they can match me. I don't know if they'll match something this small. Sometimes they try to push a cord on you. So I don't need a cord, but if they can match one of these, I'll just touch up this and leave it, because since this cleaned up pretty good, I think I can clean it. Now, the inside didn't clean up that good, but it's got a different kind of paint. But the outside, I think I can polish that up and it'll clean up pretty good. I put some of this on it, right on the paint, and it helped clean it up and it made it smooth. Then I sprayed it down with some turtle wax and just kind of waxed it a little bit. I might have used some of this on it too. This works pretty good, that SC1. Smells good. If you want to get something, man, that makes the bike look great. I think I might have did a video of that. All right, I'm really done. Update on that damn little thing. You know when there's bloody rags involved? I had enough. I freaking poked my hand with screwdrivers. I filed, I soaked, I did everything. My buddy's like, oh, it looks like you can get it out. It'll come out. I'm like, screw that. I've had enough. I finally put it in a damn vise, and I'm just using brute force and squeezing. And I don't know what the hell they make this out of, but I'm making my freaking nuclear shelter out of the shit they make this little strip out of, because it is hard as hell to bust it out. Here's the little pieces that I'm looking for. And I still haven't got them off that wire. But I was able to get one off. What'd I do with that one? Shit, I was so damn happy I got it off, I probably lost the damn thing. Where'd I put that little piece of shit? In order to get that, I had to take this thing apart. I don't know who made this shit too, but this is nuclear proof. I had to take out 3, 6, 7, 8 screws to get the damn wire disconnected. So it's got some nice connectors. That slides in there. And then on the back, this clamps over the back side to hold the wire. Really nice connector. But that wire was just so damn heavy duty that I didn't need it. There's some more blood. I'm still freaking bleeding. So, of course, I had the wire brush, and then I tried drilling the back out. I was able to get one out by drilling backwards. I can't even find the damn thing. And then I just went over here and started crushing. I said, screw it. So I'm working on it. I've crushed it. I've got one wire off. This wire is so stiff. Whoever put that on there, it's like they're wiring a freaking, you know, they're powering a whole high-rise with this cord. It's some strong-ass, stiff, non-flexible freaking wire that they had wired into this. And I couldn't pull it through those holes this way, so I had to come this way. And the only way to go that way is to get that damn plug off. And to get the plug off is when I cut my damn hand. And now I'm bleeding everywhere. But anyway, I wanted to update that because probably by the time I post this video, it'll be like, oh, I know how you could have got it off. Just put a little freaking, you know, motor oil on it or some shit. Wire's all frayed there anyway, so I was going to cut it. I'll keep the wire for something else because I can use it for something else, but getting that sucker off has been one big pain in the butt. All right, I'll let it there. Oh, you know what? I might as well add in, I put 1 can of that glossy enamel Rust-Oleum there. I went ahead and did the back side of this Ford. So here's the front side. And then just for the back, I just threw a coat of paint over it, maybe to stop any rusting, or so it would look maybe a little uniform. So I was gonna do black and white, but since the front is red, maybe I'll just leave this red. And then I don't know what the letters are. I can't figure out. Anybody know how to tell what year this is? What kind of truck it came off? So maybe I could look it up and see what those letters were. All right, we'll end it there. We'll end it there. Where the hell's that crazy cat at? He was out here roaming around. I don't know where the rabbit. Moki was all out here in my business when I was trying to tap this up. He wouldn't leave me alone. Normally when I'm in projects, he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So it looks like he didn't. That's another thing too. I wanted this to kind of heat up in the sun. Looks like they were using it like for a putty. I think somebody's using this as a table, because there's some putty there. There's like some concrete there. I'm not going to clean or scrape all this. Again, this is going to be the back. I just want to get a coat of black on it. Since the back's red, maybe a red was the original color. I'm just going to get a coat of black on it, and then maybe take a little paintbrush and do the white Ford on the back. And hell, ladder's hanging up there. Oh, low battery. Shit, I don't know how long that's been there. So let's see if Moki's in his little hideaway. There he is. What are you doing, boy? I wanted to say bye to YouTubies. Why are you trying to help me with my project? He's like, get out of my house, Dad. All right, I'm leaving. All right, we'll end that there.